everyone. So first of all, before we get started, I want to sincerely apologize for the epic fail that was last month. I realized I didn't post, I don't think, anything. The AYWI YouTube channel posted some really cool videos from last year's intensive, which you should go check out. But I didn't post any vlogs and I apologize for that. So I'm posting one today and you're gonna get two next week, one a normal one and one the newsletter for this month. So look forward to that. So today I thought I would get back in the groove, as it were, with something that's a little different and gonna be really fun. I think it's a YouTube tag called Writer Life, created by Kelsey Macke, you should check out. She's got a YouTube channel and is a writer and it's awesome. So I will link to her channel below, so definitely check that out. And here we go. Question 1, write fuel. What do you eat or drink while writing? I drink so much Diet Coke that my blood is probably carbonated by now. So that would be my number one answer to this question. I don't typically eat while I'm writing. I like to have my hands free for all the typing and such. But if I do eat anything when I'm writing, it's usually something like a cookie or a little piece of chocolate, something that, you know, is a little pick-me-up, something sweet. Question 2, write sounds. What do you listen to while writing? I always have a playlist for every project, so I like to have that on repeat while I'm writing because it just helps me focus. So it's almost like I put the playlist on and my brain switches into writing mode. I know that that's what I'm meant to be doing right now and nothing else, which is really helpful for me. Question 3, write vice. What is your most debilitating distraction? Definitely Twitter and Tumblr. Those are hands down the most distracting things for me. It's so much easier for me to delude myself into procrastinating if I say, well, this will only take like 5 minutes. I'll just get on Twitter or Tumblr really quick, 5 minutes tops, and I'll be off, which is, you know, never what happens. Basically, procrastinating is all about being able to effectively lie to yourself about your intentions. Question 4 is write horror. What's the worst thing that's ever happened to you while writing? This is something that's happened a lot, I would say. Well, okay, maybe not a lot, but more times than I would like, more than once, is when I'm writing and somebody comes up behind me and looks over my shoulder at my screen. I get chills just like even thinking about that. I hate that when I'm just even like playing Candy Crush or something on my computer. Like I don't like the idea of people behind me looking at what I'm doing on my screen, even if it's nothing important at all. So that effect is magnified by 100 when it's something like writing. Yeah, I really hate when people do that. Question 5, write joy. What's the best thing that's ever happened to you while writing? Or how do you celebrate small victories? So back when I first started writing, like really first started when I was taking my first creative writing class in college, we had to turn in an assignment. It was a pretty quick one. It was like a 1-page something. I don't remember what the assignment was. But we turned it in and it was the first thing of mine that my professor had read and I was really looking forward to the feedback. And he started the class by going over like shout outs basically to people who had done really well on the assignment, and I just kept waiting to hear my name and waiting to hear my name, and he didn't call my name, and I was really sad for a second. But then the next sentence was, he said something to the effect of, and Kayla's was so good that I printed out copies for everybody and we're gonna read it as a class and analyze it. And I could not stop beaming. I was like super red. I was so embarrassed, but so happy, because that was the first kind of validation I'd gotten from like somebody who knew what they were talking about. And it still means a lot to me. Like that memory is still one of my fondest memories in my writing life. So yeah, that was big. Question 6, write crew. Who do you communicate with or not communicate with when you're writing? I'm one of those people who has to talk about my writing a lot when I'm doing it, but it has to be certain people. I only can do that with, you know, very trusted critique partners. And I want to say that I don't talk to anybody else about my writing when I'm writing, but that's not really true. Like I have a few other writer friends who aren't like necessarily critique partners, but will, you know, talk about what we're working on, but I won't go into as much depth. Like that's not necessary to my process. Whereas those conversations I was talking about with my CPs, those are critical for me. So I do have that kind of distinction. I will talk about it with other people in more general, broad terms, but certainly not to the level that I do with my critique partners. Question 7, write secret. What is your secret to success or your hidden flaw? I don't know that I have a secret to success per se, so we're gonna go with the flaw part of this question. Definitely procrastination. That would be my biggest flaw. Question 8 is write inspiration. What always makes you productive? Deadlines. I love deadlines. I always have. Question 9, write peeve. What's one thing that writers or you do that's annoying? I think probably my biggest pet peeve is just forgetting to celebrate the smaller stuff. Writing, especially for those of us wanting to be published and make a career out of this, is a really long game. It takes a lot of work and it takes a lot of patience, and it's really easy to forget to celebrate the smaller stepping stones toward that larger goal. Question 10, write words, share one sentence from a project, either past or present. This is kind of a longer sentence that I don't have, memorized, so I'm gonna read it from the screen, which is why I'm not looking at you. It's not because you're not beautiful. You're beautiful. Know that. Twilight had drained any remaining color from the carnival by the time we made it past the rides and games to the real attractions, the ones not meant for children with greedy, sticky fingers, but for everyone old enough to have greedy, sticky souls. So that, everyone, was the Writer Life tag by Kelsey Macke. Go check out her video and make sure to leave your answers to these questions in the comments because I totally want to hear what you guys have to say. Or, make your own video and post it. That'd be awesome too. Again, I will be back next week, 2 times next week, so make sure to keep an eye out. And thank you all so much for being patient with me and for coming back now that I'm back. I'm back. Yay! Okay,